Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. It's your English subject, New Oxford Modern English, and I'm your teacher, Muhammad Asif. Our today's lesson is A Voice in the Dark. अंधेरे में एक आवाज़. We will deal with its thorough reading and translation. A Voice in the Dark. So here we go to do the reading of this lesson. The snow was still deep, and the mornings and evenings cold, when a week after this we reached Ottawa. This slow travelling was not at all to my liking, and I often persuaded my companion to make more haste towards Winnipeg. This he agreed to do, so the next morning we jumped a freight train, determined to hold it for the whole day. Unfortunately, it was simply a local train, and being very slow, having to stop on the way at every insignificant little station, we left it at a town called Renfrew, intending that night to beat a fast overland passenger train which would convey us 400 or 500 miles before daybreak. Okay, here are some difficult words to understand. In the second line you can see traveling. It means suffer. Next, persuaded. It means कायल किया, रजामंद किया. To bring around something, to bring around somebody, to do any kind of task. Haste. It means जल्दी करना, जल्दी में होना. Freight train, मालगाड़ी. Determined, इरादा किए हुए. Unfortunately, बदकिस्मती से. Intending, नियत करते हुए, इरादा करते हुए. Overland, ज़मीन पे चलने वाली. Convey, पहुंचाना. तरसील, अरसाल करना, पहुंचाना. Daybreak, दिन का आगाज़, दिन का शुरू होना. With this object, we sat in the station's waiting room until evening, and then, some 20 minutes before the train became due, we slipped out, unobserved, and took possession of an empty car, stationary some distance away, from which place we could see the train coming and yet be unseen from the station's platform. This train would soon arrive, for passengers were already pacing the platform. The luggage was placed in readiness, and a number of curious people, having nothing else to do, had assembled here to see the coming and going of the train. At last we heard its whistle, and looking out we saw the headlight in the distance drawing nearer and nearer. It steamed into the station with roads were slippery, there still being much ice and snow on the track. There is no time to lose, and we quickly jumped out of the empty car, a blind baggage car, which means that the end nearest to door. Our object was to suddenly appear from a hiding place, darkness being favorable, and leap on the step of this car, and from that place to the platform. This being done when the train was in motion, who was always on the watch for such doings, rarely stopped the train to put men off. even when sure of their presence. If he saw us before the train started, he would certainly take means to prevent us from riding. When we had once taken possession of this car, no man could approach us until we reached the next stopping place, which would probably be 50 miles or much more. At that place, at dismount, conceal ourselves, and when it was again in motion, of course, the engineer and fireman could reach us, but these men were always indifferent and never interfered, their business being ahead instead of being behind the engine. So, this is the ending of our first part of the reading, and the next part of this reading portion will be conducted in our next lecture. The main objective of this essay, written by W. An incident which came in his life when he was intending to travel to a distant city along with his companion. तो उस सफ़र के दौरान फिर क्या होता है, उसके साथ एक हादसा पेश आता है विलियम डेविस के साथ, और उसके टखने पे चोट आती है। लेकिन जो इसका लिखने का मकसद है वो ये है कि उस चोट के दौरान भी वो हिम्मत नहीं हारता और ख़ुद को पुरसकून रखने की कोशिश करता है। इस पेज में कुछ डिफ़िकल्ट वर्ड हैं। अनऑब्जर्व्ड, आँखों में आए बगैर, किसी की नज़रों में आए बगैर, बगैर मुशाहिदा किए हुए। पोजेशन, कब्ज़ा। स्टेशनरी, साकन, बगैर हरकत के। लगेज, सामान। असेंबल्ड, जमा करना, इकट्ठा करना, इकट्ठे होना। हाइडिंग प्लेस, छुपने की जगह। फेवरेबल, मौजू। प्रोबेबली, गालिबन, शायद। डिसमाउंट, नीचे उतर आना। कॉन्सील, टू हाइड समथिंग, छुपाना। लीप, छलांग मारना। Take care of yourself. We will meet in the next lecture, inshallah.